Financing sources have traditionally viewed women as representing a greater risk in relation to funding and requirements of entrepreneurial business ventures than their male counterparts. Now, research has also shown that it is harder for female entrepreneurs to obtain funding than their male counterparts. We'll know how far that is. There is also a need for women to be financially independent, and do that requires educating them on how to navigate the path. And that is why I have with me on the show this afternoon, she's an investment banker and founder of Fintribe, a woman-only finance platform, a community of 4,000 plus African women savings, investing, and building wealth together. Ms. Jennifer Awirigwe. Yes, she's a professionally known as Financial Jennifer. Yes, a personal finance expert, investment banker, founder of Nigeria's first largest women-only finance community, Fintribe. I can go on and on, but let's get talking. Thank you so much. It's good to have you on the program.
Thank you, Tolu, for the invite.
Yes, yes.
That's quite an introduction.
Thank you so much.
Financial Jennifer.
All right, I think that's easier for me.
Yes.
So, Financial Jennifer, you're a chartered accountant, certified a financial educator and instructor, right? And also trained over 20,000 women. Well, that is significant, I must say, on personal finance. And you're not 30. How did we get here? How did you get here?
I always liked money. So
Same here. That's why I do business.
No, really, so women, we try to play humble when it comes to the topic of money, but I say it boldly, I like money. Cue me. Okay, I think maybe because the realization started early for me. I was just in my first job after NYSC when it dawned on me, like, I think that's 3 years into the job. I'm an accountant. At that point, I already qualified as a chartered accountant. Okay. But, after going on through the whole Lagos stress, going to work very early, at the end of the day, there is nothing to account for it. And it's not as if I'm an extravagant person. I won't say I'm a fashion person. I won't say this is what I spend the money on. So that realization was actually the wake-up call for me. So that's when I now told myself that, Jennifer, see, you have to do better. And, and for me, it's more like the financial education part of it, because we know what to do, but because we lack some information. And that's when I started learning about personal finance. What should I do? Because if it's ironic, I'm an accountant. I do great things with the company's money, or my own finance is a mess, So at that point, I'm giving you a bit of history here.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
I started writing about it on social media, on Instagram. And funny enough, there were so many women having at the same stage as I, people wondering, where is my money going? What am I doing with my money? Small, we became a tribe. And then one thing I'm very passionate about is financial education, because I believe that that's the root, that's like the starting point for financial independence. But to do that better, I need to be better myself. So that's when I took some exams, became a chartered stockbroker. That's when I joined the investment banking. Yeah, I used to work in an FFCG. But knowing that now I have all of these people looking up to me, and I'm still someone trying to even find my path. So to be able to serve them better, I have to switch industry, got into investment banking, wrote some certification exams. And so that's basically it. And I'll be grateful for the mentors I've had along the way. I must mention that, because the thing with having mentors is that some mistakes they have made, they will make sure you don't make it. So when people say, you're not even 29, you're 28, and you're doing all of these things, thank God for the people God put in my path, and for that realization on time that, Jennifer, you have to do better with your money. Here we are, doing the Lord's work.
Interesting stuff, I must say. But in your opinion, what are some key financial trends and, of course, innovations that women should be aware of today in a rapidly changing financial landscape?
Interesting. So there's something I do. Let me give you an example. It was earlier this year when that cash scarcity thing happened, right?
Yes.
Yeah, all of us were like, oh my God, Nigeria is coming to an end, this one and that one. Personally, the question I was asking myself is, where is this money going? Because I know in the midst of every challenge, there is an industry, there is a sector that are going to benefit from it.
Yes.
And at that point, one of the sectors would be the banking industry, because now all of us were forced to start using transfer, internet banking, and all those bank charges, where are they going? They're going to the bank. So I think I invested a lot in stock at that point.
Great.
That is one instance. And even when this petroleum and fuel scarcity issue came up, the price hike and everything, I'm asking myself, where is this money going? With this fuel, which industry is going to benefit from it? So that's one thing I'm hoping more women should have idea of. When there are challenges like this, in the economy like this, can you ask yourself, where is the money going? And that's by the way. And then there are some trends that are coming up. Women, we feel like it's for the boys. It's not. We have the blockchain, cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Women are not even interested in these things. And these are the future. I'm hoping that more women will begin to explore these things. And then even in the fintech industry, I currently work in fintech. Even in fintech, we see some trends coming up, robo-advisory, peer-to-peer lending. These are things that would help us get to the goal of financial independence. But most times, you don't even think about them, you know. So these are some of the things I feel like women should be looking at. And again, internet.
Yeah.
Internet. I don't know any business that is still not on the internet now. Content creation. All of these things we used to laugh at, they are the one packing the money right now. So I'm really hoping that these are things we should, you know, start looking into and not just ignore.
Interesting stuff. Let's move forward and look at Fintribe.
Oh,
I can
talk about this all day.
All day, right? That's really interesting to me.
Yeah.
Just largest only finance community. Now, what really were the primary objectives of setting this up?
Okay, so I think the core of what we do is accountability.
Good.
Most times you tell people, you have to do better with your money, you have to save. See, we know. The spirit is willing, just how the body is weak. So that accountability part now, women, we know we want to do this. But having a community of like-minded women, people that push you to do this thing, people on the same journey as you, it makes it a lot better. So in Fintribe, we are big on financial education. We talk, we have classes to teach our women about money, but one other thing we do is savings. If you're a Fintribe woman, you must save every month. It's not negotiable.
Wow.
If not, we'll kick you out. So that accountability is what many of us are looking out for. And that's the main thing, because as a social media person, I write a lot of these. A lot of people are, Jennifer, I know now, but I used to forget and all of this. That's what started the idea of Fintribe. And but it was, I wouldn't say it's accidental, kind of, because it was just back then, I and a few friends, you are like, okay, let's just save for the year and see how it goes. Before you know it, a lot of people are like, this was nice, Jennifer. I was able to save so much this year. They are coming with their friends and family and sisters. And today, we are hitting 6,000 women. I'm not just in Nigeria, over 25 countries right now.
Over 25 countries.
Yeah.
I checked your LinkedIn page and I saw the Fintribe Finance Fair.
I would have said you are invited.
I'm now thinking, trying to relate, put both side by side.
Okay.
You know, what motivated you to this?
Yeah, this is our first edition. So it's still, when you listen to the market, you know what people need. Before it was the information part.
Yeah.
People don't really understand what to do with their money. They don't know they should be doing this. They don't know the tools available. And then they get this information. And the next question is how. So we looked at it like, okay, we have so many conferences, summits, telling women what to do. You should do this, you should do that. But do we really show them how? Now, the idea of this, we call it a financial fair. The idea is, aside from the knowledge sharing part, because we have so many amazing speakers, oh my God, you are going to miss it. Because you're
but can men?
No, you will be fine.
That's not fair.
Yeah, so aside from the learning part, we are going to have some credible brands on spot, some financial organizations. So now the speakers have told you, see, investing is life, you should save every month, you should have mutual fund, you should build trustees for your children. We've had that. Before, we will hear and go home. Before we get home, case closed. No. But now, as you are hearing it, there's an investment bank, by the African investors, an investment bank there to tell you, okay, here we are. You want to save, you want to invest for your children, you want to do this, how can we help? So it is the practical part, it's a hands-on experience. That's the unique part about this finance fair, that hands-on experience part of it. So as you are hearing, you are doing. And of course, the networking part is going to be amazing, because you have so many partners that are coming. Somebody will be winning a plot of land at that fair. There's so many prizes to be won. Somebody will be flying for a vacation, and thanks to our amazing brands, amazing partners that are on us with this, on this. So that's the whole thing about the finance fair. Aside from learning, it's time to do. It's time to do. It's time to practicalize what we have learned. So every woman, you are invited on the 14th of October. I can invite your people.
We'll be fine for that. So, but can this really help address this unique challenge of women, you mean faced by financial issues faced by women, but globally? Do you think fairs like what you're doing will help address that Nigeria and globally?
Of course, because like I said, the number one problem is knowledge, is the information.
Yes.
There is this big gap in financial literacy, and that is something Fintribe and I, as financial Jennifer, is passionate about closing.
Good.
So when you are there, you are hearing these conversations. You know, when you hear something quite often, you just have to start thinking about
Yes.
it. So from thinking, you get to doing. So hearing these things, having this discussion, having this, we are looking at, right now, we have over 5,000 women who have registered to attend that fair. So you are in the midst of all these money-minded women. How can you not do something about your finance? So we believe that aside having the conversation, because conversation helps a lot, aside having the conversation, creating the environment for women to do this thing, creating that access for them to actually meet this brand on the spot, interact with them on the spot, is going to help. So, of course, yeah, that would at least solve the problem of literacy, solve the problem of access for women when it comes to their finance.
It sounds good. And the theme is challenge yourself.
Of course.
So could you elaborate on this theme and with regards to the context financial empowerment?
Oh, okay. So it's not easy. No, I'm just here telling you, you should do this with your money, you should do that. Like I said before, we already know. But sometimes with all the adulthood buzz going on, you need to make extra effort. So now we are telling you that I know it's not easy, but can you challenge yourself to do it? This is a call to be intentional. So that challenge yourself is more like, sis, it's time to be intentional with this. Can you pick one goal for the remaining part of the year and say, okay, for these 3 months now, I want to save for my emergency fund. I know it's not easy, but now it's a challenge. Fintribe is challenging you. Financial Jennifer is challenging you. So that's the essence. And we like challenge. Nobody wants to be challenged. Nobody wants to be there because we want to show you. You know women now. You dare me, you challenge me, I want to show you. So that's the whole essence. So we want to challenge you. From this moment on, I need you to be intentional with your finance. That's the idea of the whole team. We are giving a challenge to our women to step up.
Indeed. And I want to look at this on my own. I'm thinking, where do you see Nigerian women in the business place moving forward? You know, if those financial issues are addressed, how well do you see Nigerian women thriving in the entire world of business?
Oh my God, women make, when it comes to informal sector, for instance, we have more than 70% of women there. But ironically, when it comes to issues like access to finance, which is even the core of everything, less than 20% of women get access to finance. So imagine when the majority of the people have access to the tools, to the finance they need. Imagine what would happen. They say train a woman, train a nation. I see it that same way in terms of finance. If you empower one woman financially, trust me, her family, her community is going to be empowered. So when it comes to financial wellness for women, I see it as a global issue. It is a Nigerian issue. It is a continent issue. So yeah, the plan is that when one woman is trained, when one woman is fine, a lot is going to break. It's going to be like a chain of reaction to her community, to people in her community. So that's it. So please, this is like a call to everyone involved, families, because sometimes the challenges women face is something that if we step up as a nation, that okay, there is the issue of pay gap, because we want to pretend that these things are not there, but they are there. There's the issue of the pay gap. There's the issue of access to finance. Sometimes you see investors, if it's a woman-owned company, if it's a woman-owned organization, they are kind of reluctant to put money there. Why is that so? So sometimes we just feel that women are less, how do I put it? When we judge women business owners more harshly than we judge their male counterpart, it's not good. So we believe that when a woman has what she needs, it's going to be like it's going to be a chain reaction for our economy generally.
Well, interesting stuff. As someone who is deeply involved in financial education, and I want you to highlight some common misconceptions or challenges that women face, of course, when it comes to managing their finances.
Oh, I've had this one a lot. Hey, they will tell you, Jennifer, I don't earn enough money. That's like usually the number one part. I don't earn enough, so I can't save, I can't invest. But then most times it's not a function of how much you earn. Because you will be in an organization, you have two people earning the same income. Let's say they have similar responsibility, but one person always seems to be doing better. It's not as if they make more money. We are making the same money. But maybe this one is smarter with her money decision than the other person. So it's not a function of how much you earn, which many of us always assume. And again, for some women, we feel like finance issue is the man's headache. And that's actually we feel like it's the man's problem. So women don't know how much the family make. They don't know how the income is shared. They don't know how the bills are sorted because they feel like, the man will take care of it. My partner will take care of it. That is a mistake because this is an uncertain world. Anything can happen. And the man is no longer doing all of those things. How do you step up? So that's a big mistake women make. And the idea of thinking that, let's say something like investing is for the rich. No, my sister. It's for you, it's for me, it's for everybody. It's not just for the rich. Or we feel like, it's hard. I don't understand what they used to say. What do you mean by commercial paper? What do you mean by treasury bills? All of these terms. Anyway, that's one of the things we do because my goal in life is to simplify all those tick jargons to make it very relatable
easy,
for you.
yeah.
Exactly. So that is also the part of the education. We feel like some of these are misconceptions, mistakes that women always think when it comes to their money. They don't have enough, it's a man's responsibility, it's too hard, and things like that. Yeah, that's the most common ones I see.
Well, we wish you all the best. The event is on the 14th, right?
Yes, as Orient, we are locking down the biggest hotel as Orient.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and we'll fill it up. Financial women, don't play with us.
No wahala. We'll see how we also partner with you and do stuff with you.
Great.
Thank you so much, Financial Jennifer. That's the best way to call you, founder.
Of course.
Fintribe. We'll keep a tab on you and have you on the show anytime we have issues, not only around women, but also around finance.
So far, it's about women and money. Call Jennifer.
We'll call you, right? Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Tolu.
Tolu.